Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
I'm here for Peter.
That's right, kids. Welcome back to another episode of the Ultimate Spider Cast. In the middle of Defenduary. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, that rampaging menace across the Southwest. It is.
Hey y'all, it's Lilith Hellfire.
And yes, kids, this time we'll be talking about two Marvel team-ups with Spider-Man and the Hulk. And a bunch of other guest stars from the last story, and another guest star whose name will make you probably chuckle because you're probably teenage boys and kids. Maybe we'll talk some new stuff.
Don't count on it.
Don't count on that for long. The review might be, yeah, that happened. All right, so should we jump into the Marvel team up, Lilith?
Let's do it.
All right, so yes, kids, this time we're doing Marvel team up 53 and 54. So we begin with Marvel team up 53 from January 1977. Nightmare in New Mexico.
I understand.
I hope so. Writer Bill Mantlo, penciler John Byrne.
Who's that?
I know. Everyone was like fully clothed in this almost. I mean, who is it?
Disappointed.
Inker Frank Giacola, and colorist Don Warfield, letterer Joe Rosen, and editor Archie Goodwin.
Archibald.
Finding a deserted town in New Mexico, the Hulk.
Not hard to do.
Oh my. The Hulk decides that it is an ideal place to stop and rest for the night. The Hulk wonders why he doesn't see any humans around and why the place smells so bad.
They're cooking meth, obviously.
Place with no humans. And Lilith's like, warm weather. No
I understand.
He is unaware that he is being watched by the Wood God.
I understand. This is a very relatable issue for me.
Warm weather, no humans, and Wood God.
Sounds like my kind of party.
Sound like Lilith in college. Jeez. In his searches, the Hulk rips open the door of a truck, and a dead body falls out. The Hulk, not realizing...
Don't smack it, Hulk!
Oh, my. Oh, my.
There's laws against that one.
The Hulk, not realizing he's talking to a corpse, attempts to talk to it to no avail. When Woodgod makes his presence known, originally mistaking the Hulk for his father, the Hulk attacks him. Daddy issues. While not far away, the X-Men are giving Spider-Man a lift back to New York following their encounter with the Nets.
Could you shove any more people into this?
A regular size issue? I know. Yes, following their encounter with the Nets. Scroll down, kids. We did it.
Oh, yeah. What was that? Marvel Team Up Annual #1?
Yes, ma'am. It's on the YouTube playlist, kids. Along the way, the X-Plane's radar detects some unconventional aircraft heading their way. When Professor X sends Storm and Banshee to investigate, they are attacked by the crafts, prompting the X-Men to fight back and destroy the attacking ships. The resulting explosions knock Spider-Man off the X-Plane. However, he is rescued by Banshee. They then pick up a video feed from Major Train,
Lord,
who is warning of a breach of the quarantine zone in Liberty, New Mexico. and seeing a video feed of the Hulk and Woodgod battling it out. Seeing the potential for a great story for the Bugle, Spider-Man is taken down nearby by the Banshee, and the X-Men bid Spider-Man farewell.
They're like, you sure you want to do that, Spider-Man? I got it.
I know the X-Men are like, we're gonna mind our own business. You sure you want to do this?
Even X-Men don't want to, unless it's Wolverine, don't want to mess with the Hulk.
Exactly. That's so funny. It's like, yeah, no, we're gonna have no part of this. But I'm surprised. They showed restraint. There wasn't like a small blurb on the.
Well, Professor X has to get back to that school so he can continue grooming students.
Oh,
it's not a hot take. It was right there in our faces the whole time, guys.
Oh, I know. Seems like,
again, telepathy is not a good person power. I'm just saying, it was right there in our face the whole time. It's like Uncle Ben being Mephisto at this point. It's gonna happen.
I don't know. It seems like in the current books we may be heading for another Professor X Cyclops. I hate you, you hate me, or you failed.
But everybody hates Cyclops, even Jean. So Summers boys, they just rub everybody the wrong way.
Whoa! Oh, come on!
They get it from their daddy. They can't help it. It's genetic.
That's true. I don't know. It just seems like they're trying to redeem Cyclops. I'm thinking they're going to try to redeem Cyclops.
I will say I thought the James Marsden, because he has that punchable face. As much as I love him as an actor, he does have that punchable face. I think he was the perfect Cyclops for the time.
Oh yeah, I saw people saying he better show up in Deadpool 3.
They do have to pay homage to what's come before them. Like, they have to. And I definitely think they're going to show up.
Nice.
Mark my words. Mark them.
Oh, my. There's at least 2 different people you may have been, imitating there.
Mark my words.
They're both Rob Southgate.
You mean third best Southgate. We don't call him by his first name anymore.
You don't have a name anymore.
You're just a number.
Oh yeah, you see, he's doing marketing videos now. He cleans up for everyone else. He don't clean up for us.
No, that's the beauty of Capes. We're just like, let it all hang out.
Literally, he's wearing his bathrobe when he talks to us. That'd be funny.
You know what they say? It's a fine line between genius and insanity, and we all know what side of the line he's on.
Oh my god, that'd be so funny for like, no, you want to do another episode? Yeah, that's fine. You gotta have to wear a tie though. I don't know if Rob owns a tie.
I'm sure he does.
Oh, I'm sure he does. Yeah.
Why did your eye drift over to my box?
I'm sure Molly gave at least one to him for Father's Day.
Every Christmas present. Yeah, Dad, here's some pants. Can you put them on? All right. As Spider-Man and Banshee travel to Liberty. The Hulk and Woodgod.
Don't. Now it's stuck in my head. Thanks. I just got the Affleck thing out of my head. Thanks.
How do you know? You don't watch commercials?
I told you I have to watch more commercials. I'm not paying these people nothing.
And
no more. And
again, who are you? She's giving up caffeine. She's watching commercials.
Saving money, bud.
I don't know you anymore.
New year, new me, bitch. I took it to heart.
Not completely, dude. But in the course of the fight, the Hulk lifts a car in the air, connecting it to a live power line. The resulting electrical jolt causes the Hulk to revert back to Bruce Banner and pass out.
Poor BB.
It's like Lilith on New Year's Eve. The Woodgod is confused by this.
That's amateur hour. I don't pass out from alcohol.
You got drunk and touched an electrical line, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
The Woodgod is confused by this transformation, but gets no information from Banner, fleeing when more Dragonfly fighters arrive. Meanwhile, Banshee takes Spider-Man as close to Liberty.
What is going on in this issue?
I know.
So much.
Before he cannot carry him any further. With his powers failing, the two drop into some trees and avoid a nasty fall thanks to Spider-Man's quick thinking. Carrying on his own, Spider-Man arrives just in time to see Woodgod smack away a number of Dragonfly fighters and save the pilots from a crash. They are surprised to see Spider-Man still standing as the area was recently decimated by a powerful nerve gas that should have killed him. When Spider-Man demands that what's going on, the two soldiers are not forthcoming, but he is then suddenly attacked by Woodgod. Spider-Man attempts to bind Woodgod with his webbing. However, it proves to be too much. It proves to be no match for Woodgod's superior strength.
You know what I find interesting?
Hmm.
So we have Woodgod, right? But then we have some cover art by Dave Cockrum. I'm just saying. It's interesting. It's an interesting choice.
I know. Don't you just love Woodgod's superior strength, Lilith?
I don't know. It seemed to his strength seemed to dissipate pretty quickly. Might want to
Double
work on that.
biscuits for me.
I could sit here and play with those new drops all day.
Hey-o.
Heyo. To make matters worse, Bruce Banner has awakened and transformed into the Hulk once more. Quick.
Now that's a quick recovery.
Quick. Oh my! Oh,
That's why even though Hulk can't beat Superman, he's still one of my favorites.
That's what I always wanted in a man.
It's stamina, it's persistence, it's consistency, you know?
mhm,
That's what
mhm.
counts.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
Spider-Man attempts to.
Oh,
make-
don't make the wood god sticky.
Whoa!
Oh, that's naughty.
Hulk, remembering Spider-Man from a previous battle, decides to stop fighting Woodgod and turn his attention to the wall crawler. Now they're both gonna beat him.
What's that drop? Choke that chicken? Or in this case, choke that spider?
Oh my!
Choke that chicken.
All right, so thoughts, Lilith?
I mean, now this is a setup issue. This is what I'm talking about. Modern comics literally could never, no matter how many people they jam into an issue, it is never as streamlined and to the point and give us action and a good cliffhanger. You know, like they just don't do it like this anymore. They need to go back and read the greats. That's all I'm saying.
I know, and especially like these days too, what they wouldn't do is I'm surprised by the restraint that it didn't mention on the cover. Oh yeah, the Hulk and the X-Men are in this issue, kids.
Yeah, the X-Men was a nice little sprinkle of a surprise, you know.
I know. Although that was I think that was kind of more like, oh hey kids, did you pick up that annual? You better go pick up that annual.
Yeah, of course. Well, and, I prefer more that way. Like I said, we are sorely missing yellow letter boxes. I know DG hates them, but like sometimes they're necessary and much appreciated.
Oh, editor's notes, yeah.
Yeah.
I miss it. I love editor's notes.
Because it's like sometimes I don't want to have to Google if I don't remember off the top of my head. I want it right there on the page like it used to be.
Yeah, exactly. And again, it's like if you want to go read it digitally or find the floppy somewhere, that's a nice little oh hey kid. Although I guess Marvel don't care because they're not getting any more money off. Well, on the app they are, but not.
Well, and they need to support local comic book shops anyway.
I know.
So I mean, like that's been the biggest thing. I think they really like the local comic book shops don't really have the best relationships with their distributors. If you ever talk to your local comic book guys, I noticed that's a trend now.
Yeah.
It goes back to like the pandemic and Diamond and all that. People decided to go their own way. It's always been a tenuous relationship. So
Well, did I also see like they claim some of those behind the scenes guys really don't even like the shops?
They don't. They'd rather. I mean, it's like, well, we don't have newsstands anymore, babes. It's all about direct market. It's been about direct market for the last 30 years. Grow up and get over it.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Some execs are definitely still too stuck in the past, for sure.
And again, it's like, yeah, with distributing, so now you have to go to a comic shop. You can't just go to any convenience store or anything. So you think they'd be nicer to these people? No.
You think?
I love when Banner transforms back and he's just like, I feel all hot and burning up. Hulk, what did you bring and get us into?
I mean, they're in the middle of a whole thing at Liberty anyway, so.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Bryan Cranston when you need him?
And I love, oh my god, why is Spider-Man not being affected by the radiation, kids? Scroll down to that episode we did on the annual, the anti-radiation spray. Oh my lord.
Inspector Gadget type mess, you know?
Uh,
That's like that's Batman levels of too much. It's like, really? Shark repellent Batman? Sorry, Ray.
My radiation repellent. I know.
Oh, what a time to be alive.
Almost as bad as Batman.
Batman, my favorite character.
It was the 70s. I'll allow it.
It's like how long is this trope gonna go on? I think just not past this story, but can you imagine Peter just be like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch this costume now.
I mean, not that he ever does.
Oh no. Sometimes he was like in the Duck Falco, or they'd show him, throw it in the sink or something.
Yeah, he's giving it a bird bath.
That's the only clothes they ever showed him washing.
At the end of the day, Peter is a dirty, dirty boy.
I think when he got that symbiote, he was all happy at first because he was like, oh, I don't
have to watch it
ever again. So what if it crawls on me and molests me? I don't have to watch it.
Well, at least the symbiote found somebody that loves it. Shout out to Eddie Brock.
Oh yeah,
making that meathead good for something finally.
Yeah, bro, you lift me too.
The fact that they leaned into it in the movie too, I died laughing. I was just like, yes, they get it. Something for Lilith, finally.
Oh yeah, and then they're literally like choking chickens,
Yeah, exactly.
Choke that chicken!
Spider in the middle of Hulk and Woodgod? Oh my.
Oh yeah, with his Woodgod and his hooves. It's kind of hairy, Lilith. I don't know.
I will say I like the first cover better, but no, that's no diss to Gil Kane and Mike Esposito.
Oh yeah.
Or Watanabe too.
Well, the Hulk kind of passed out in the second one,
Yeah, it's like, what did you do to the Hulk? What is that? What is that around his neck? What is going on?
And kids, this story, you can't handle this story so much that Marvel's only put the first issue on the app. The second one is not on the app.
Leave the interns alone, Phil. They're working hard for free, okay? You should be able to relate.
54, 55 with that two Shadow Warlocks on there, but no. Like, if you're gonna put part 1 of something on, why wouldn't you put part 2 up? Especially if
it's a team like Marvel team. The whole thing actually needs to be there because a lot of these are like, well, all of them are like 2-parters.
I know, and then like the issue after is up there, like, which is like a 1-parter. I'm like,
leave the interns alone. They're doing their best.
But again, this first issue, Hulk, X-Men, all for 30 cents. Spider-Man, all for 30 cents, kids.
As soon as I'm done with my personal assistant robot, I'm gonna get to the time travel machine.
Personal assistant / bodyguard / yeah.
Well, just a specific part of the body. I wouldn't really call it a bodyguard.
Oh, a specialized part of the bodyguard. Okay. Oh my. Yes, let us know when you're done with Ramrod. All right. All right, should we get
you
to
think Marvel remembers Woodgod? You think I could use it as one of the model names?
Oh my! I mean, can you copyright Woodgod?
Maybe if I do WUD. Wood, Jerry, wood.
Oh yeah, she'll be like, yeah, yes, it's Swedish Woodgod.
Exactly.
All right, ready for the next one?
Yeah, let's get back to the desert.
Oh my lord! But yeah, don't expect a clean ending on this one, kids. All right, heyo.
Tap me on the shoulder first, at least.
Wow! Wow! Oh my, jeez! I thought the thing was wrapped up tighter in Fort Knox. Jeez.
I don't do Twinkies or toaster strudels, so.
Oh. God, it's either It's either someone going home in a body bag or.
There's nothing to get wet about anyway.
All right. So Marvel Team Up number 54 from February 1977. Spider in the Middle. I think that's on Lilith Hellfire's hard drive. All right. Sam Mantlo still here. John Byrne's still here. Mike Esposito, inker. Colors George Rosas. Letterer Jim Novak. And
For
Joe.
copyright purposes, it's a tarantula. A tarantula guy. Not tarantula man, tarantula guy. Because tarantula man is copyrighted.
I see deadly tarantula. All right. So Spider-Man is caught in the middle between the Hulk and Woodgod, and both are spoiling for a fight with the wall crawler. However, the soldiers on site have other ideas in mind, and when Spider-Man jumps out of the way, they ensnare both the Hulk and Woodgod in an electrified net that contracts the more they struggle.
Yep. Sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's at Lil's house. Spider-Man demands answers from Major Tremens, who refuses to provide them and attempts to neutralize Spider-Man. Realizing that this is some sort of cover-up, Spider-Man frees the Hulk and Woodgod. The trio then attempts to fight off the soldiers. However, they are all taken down by a powerful gas that knocks all three superhumans out.
Oh, they gave them Taco Bell for lunch? Cool.
I was gonna say, that must be some strong gas. When Spider-Man revives, he finds himself in powerful shackles before Tremens and view screen showing Woodgod and a sedated Hulk in captivity. Tremens explains that Spider-Man that he intends to eliminate both Spider-Man and the Hulk and shoot the Woodgod into space and then blame the whole fiasco in Liberty, New Mexico.
Ah, yes, a good villain monologue.
Yes, twirl that mustache. You two will be dead, and I'm going to treat Woodgod like one of those monkeys we shot into space.
The monkeys never made it back. The dog's the saddest.
Honestly. Oh, I know.
At least a monkey, you know, they can do a little bit for themselves for a little bit. Dog's just out there helpless. Damn Russians.
Yeah, some monkeys might just be dicks too. Yeah, no, come on.
Somewhere Curious George is like, what did I do?
How's my poop taste, bitch? When Spider-Man tells him that he has a camera on him that took pictures of the whole thing, I love he doesn't even question it. He's like, wait a minute, why would this guy be carrying a camera? What kind of freak is this?
For blackmail, but
purposes. Why do you think Jameson doesn't come too close? I have blackmail pictures on him. Tremens orders his guards to unlock the shackles and remove him from the wall crawler. This plays right into Spider-Man's hands, allowing him to break free even though his hands and feet are still bound in restraints. He manages to get away and free Woodgod, who smashes off his shackles. They then go and free the Hulk, who goes on, and they attempt to leave the complex. However, Tremens has cornered them in front of the rocket with a giant cannon.
No comment. Keep going.
The big bazooka.
The Hulk takes a blast head-on with no effect, and he claps his hands together, causing a giant quake. While this destabilizes the cannon, it also compromises the platform he is on, causing him to fall down into the rocket silo. Woodgod then attempts to attack Tremens. However, the cannon explodes, knocking both Woodgod and Spider-Man back.
Don't you hate when that happens?
Oh my! Don't you hate those large explosions, Lilith?
The big finish.
Jazz hands.
Spider-Man is knocked inside the rocket, and Woodgod resumes his attack. As Tremens sets the rocket to launch, he is attacked by Woodgod. Sounds like a Saturday night for Lilith. The Hulk, meanwhile, attempts to save Spider-Man from the rocket. However, as it reaches orbit, the rocket's sections break off, preventing the Hulk from saving Spider-Man. As the Hulk is forced to return to Earth, where he bids farewell to Spider-Man, whom he now considers a friend.
For now.
Well, yeah. Tremens attempts to kill Woodgod with the same experimental gas that killed his father. However, he strikes Tremens, killing him, and then flees the scene. Spider-Man, meanwhile, is orbiting the Earth and is beginning to suffer from the dwindling oxygen supply in the rocket. And then next thing,
Ruh-roh.
a fate worse than death, Warlock. All right, so
Truly, truly, truly.
Warlock into Stranger. All right, so thoughts, Lilith?
Pretty restrained for a Hulk team up, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Not that much collateral damage.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Well, that's the
Well, they already done enough damage to poor Liberty, so you know.
Liberty. Yeah, and again, the town was mostly abandoned anyway. I love the higher the population, the more Hulk damage Hulk does. Meanwhile, there's like an abandoned town, and it really doesn't do that much damage.
Ah, the irony.
Well, it was knocked out a couple. Well, first is Banner, and then the second time they put that like a glass fishbowl over his head and just kept pumping gas in there.
Relatable. Only it's vape.
Oh my!
If you know, you know.
I don't even think
Pretty
she's
decent
joking.
team up. Like it's very restrained. It's very fast paced. It's a lot of action. I appreciate it. Like I said, modern comics just need to
Oh, I
get
know.
back to this formula. Like I'm tired of reading 6-part stories at this point, but
I know. Yeah, 'cause they all write for the trades now. Yeah.
or
That's what I'm
5-part
saying.
stories. It's not even 6 parts anymore. It's 5 parts, but you know it should be 6, so you know it gets all jumbled at the end every single time. Like, babes, maybe it's the problem. Maybe 5 issues isn't enough anymore.
Or they only gave poor Chichester 4. That thing needs 5 or 6. Come on.
Like I said, I think I see it from the marketing perspective to have it where it's all the Daredevil stuff going on. Like
Mhm.
I get it.
Yeah.
I could always use more, but I feel like he might be invited back. It's doing pretty good.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially with a Daredevil show coming and everything. Yeah.
Allegedly, I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, unlike when he was writing the first time, I mean, Daredevil's so much more of a household name at this point.
Yeah.
You would think it's like another Spider-Man. It's like, oh no, we need more Daredevil content.
But that's a fine balance too. And this is probably why I'm so sick of Spider-Man right now at this point. And I can't wait for the Ultimate book to drop. So
Oh yes. Yes, yes.
we're getting back to like what I actually would prefer to see for Spider-Man.
Exactly. Yeah, I can't wait.
So
See how many variant covers we get next time, kids.
I think I might have to be Russell on that one though. I might have to show some restraint.
Oh
Only
my.
get two covers. Oh, I only saw 3 covers that I like, so it's not that bad.
There's a bunch of him and Mary Jane, or I think there's one with him and the kids, and then there's like the variants just with the same Spider-Man, but just in different costumes and stuff. So.
Yeah.
I don't get variant covers.
That's blasphemy, especially as young as he is. That's blasphemy. That's
I
all you know, bud.
I know. Oh, and kids, yes, coming up soon, I think the week after is Jackpot #1, and I will be talking to the writer Celeste Bromfin. So stay tuned. That's gonna be a Capes episode. So, and Lil's invited, but yeah, I don't know if the time's gonna work.
I'll try, but
I was going back and forth with them, so with her representation. So
these writers are so fancy now.
I know.
It's so crazy. Like, I won't say certain people. Some certain people, like, their wives are their managers, and that's it. It's a family affair. It's like you gotta call one person. That's it. Email one person. These new people, I got a publicist and a manager and a.
I know. Well, so I think with some of them, it's like they have to like go. It's almost like the music industry where these people used to be able to just put out albums. Now they have to go on tour because I think I don't know, at least 2 writers.
Well, no, it's never been like that. Artists have always made their money from touring because record companies are the devil.
Well, even more than ever.
Yeah.
I think these days, people are either going to cons or doing signings at stores and stuff. So
yeah, it's good for the fans.
Yeah. Back in the day, these writers and artists could sit there in anonymity. Now they have to get out there, show their faces.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of Lilith, new books.
Okay.
So where do you?
I'll let you lead the discussion. I'm disappointed in everything on all fronts right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I think 3 Spider books.
You know I
So-
didn't read 2099. You know I didn't.
I
so
know
don't
you
even-
did it. Well, don't worry, kids. I'm gonna coming in February, I'm gonna cover that whole series with with returning guests Travis Ritchie, and we're gonna talk some 90s Spider-Man 2099 here soon.
Good, cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad you found somebody to talk about.
I
that
knew
with.
not even that. I knew you see, I knew not even to invite you for Spider-Man 2099. Because I think even Justin and I, are going to do an episode on Marvel Tales later in the year.
Okay, cool.
Because he was like,
I do have a question though. What the
Hmm.
hell is Kid Venom origins? Like,
I didn't even pick it up. I was just like, no, because they're like origin. I'm like, we know his origin. He's the son of Eddie Brock. What the F more do you need? Didn't they show him getting the symbiote and everything in the main book? I'm like, why do we need an origin story for this character?
I know. I was just like, is this like from Death of the Venom? Like, I was sucking, and it's $5.
And the art, I really didn't.
Yeah, I didn't connect with it either. But again, like I said, this is definitely a younger
I didn't even pick it up.
audience. So
Like I said,
and the kids love their manga and their animes. They
I
do.
know. I saw it and I was like, nah, it's okay.
I was just confused about why it was there.
No, I don't know. But you think? I think it's just a thing where they think if they slap Venom on a cover, they're gonna be like.
And then you also have Spider Boy too, so that's probably a thing that they're like, oh, we should probably do a little something.
And they're doing everything they can to try to get the younger generation because eventually we're gonna die off, kids. So they're gonna be in trouble when this generation.
I think if you were born after probably not you, Phil. They say if you were born like after 1981, chances are you could probably everybody could consistently live to 110, like with good quality of life.
Oh, thanks. You're not gonna live to 110, Phil. No.
You could. You don't drink soda, so you could.
Pettiness is gonna keep me alive, love hope.
Oh yeah. It's like Batman. Sorry, Ray. I love that comment in freaking Kingdom Come. He'll outlive us all due to stubbornness.
Exactly. That's my secret weapon.
Batman, my favorite character.
Well, I'm salty. I'm already well preserved, so
That's my secret cap. I'm always petty.
exactly. But let's talk about Amazing 41, I guess.
Oh yes, news part of Gang War, kids. Kingpin and Typhoid Mary showed up.
Finally, I've been kind of waiting on it.
So Ray,
the cover didn't really grab me, I will say. I was a little disappointed.
I know. Yeah, could have got more action here.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe Ray hasn't read it yet. Ray, I want to hear your thoughts on the Tombstone Kingpin fight.
Now the fights were brutal. I love it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the best thing I could say about it.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
Like this gang war thing, I don't care.
Yeah, I know.
It's like we spent all this time like not really developing his rogues gallery, not developing his side characters, and I'm supposed to care all of a sudden. I mean, Tombstone did get them, I guess, like in like quote unquote modern Spider-Man. This is the longest time we've really focused on a villain.
Yeah.
Without killing them off anyway, and bringing them back.
Is that the thing now these days? It's like they pick one character and they focus on
beat it to death. Yeah.
Instead of like fleshing out a whole supporting cast. Because it's like once again, it's like I feel like Mary Jane's fallen by the wayside. When's the last time we saw Jameson do anything?
Yeah.
Aunt May, we had to sacrifice everything for that old bat. Where is she?
Well, I don't want to go back to the foundation or anything either. So
no. But I'm just.
But I see your point. Yeah, I was like, I don't care, but it is like, yeah, I mean, back in the day, you couldn't go 2 pages without Peter talking about Aunt May. So.
Oh Lord, just
but yeah, it's like once we get past Gang War, hopefully it gets better. Because I just don't care.
I just don't know too if it's just like, I mean, forget the horrible story points. Does Zeb Wells not get Peter's humor? Because just him and
he doesn't.
Just how many pages?
Maybe he should ask his wife to write him some jokes. I don't know.
What wife? Oh, Zeb Wells' wife. I thought they meant Peter's wife. No, okay. No, and I'm just like, this is supposed to be a whole serious thing. People are dying out there, but meanwhile, Peter and She-Hulk are standing there going, "Wait, is she talking to you? Is Typhoid talking to you? Is she talking to me?"
I'm like, who did was he reading Bendis? Like that's
I
the
know.
dialogue vibes. Like, look, like, please, Lonnie, call me Wilson.
I know.
She-Hulk. Oh, there's a gang war going on. Blech. Like, come on.
And I'm like, again, like a street level.
Why does
thing.
Typhoid Mary look like that? I was so thrown off.
I know. And then we got to be reminded that Kingpin's been a whole X-Men thing
She's
throughout.
flirting with Spider-Man and She-Hulk, and I'm like, Matt's gonna kick your ass.
Kingpin.
And we ain't worried about Kingpin. We all know.
But yeah, the whole thing with him, call me Wilson. I'm like, that's not Kingpin. Kingpin would just be like, you know what, I'm gonna kill you. But yeah, no, the fight wasn't bad. Yeah, Ray, I want your thoughts on this Tombstone Kingpin fight.
Also, Beetle. I was like, oh, you remember it. And she's fighting the Rose. I'm like, okay, that's actually where I was like, okay, cool. I did like that part. I'm not gonna lie, because A, they remember Beetle, and B, they remember Rose. Because we haven't seen him in a while.
Oh yeah. I could just hear you in the background, like, kill him, yeah, kill him.
You know it. I mean, this is one of the better stories in a while. Like, I actually was I was mostly engaged through the whole way, so.
Mm-hmm. And I think this was the entry for, let's get Kingpin out of the X-Men books and back in the, like...
where he belongs.
Exactly.
Well, he belongs more in the Daredevil, but, like, whatever.
Well, this is a step in the right direction for that. Yeah.
Baby steps.
Mm-hmm. But, so... Yes,
yeah, like I said, this is pretty decent, but still, not quite what I want.
Yeah, well, was it? I think next week. Yeah, next week we get the Daredevil Gang War number 2. So
yeah,
I know we've been enjoying that.
That's been the better entry in the Gang War. So
exactly.
Venom 29.
Yes. So what do you think? Seems like Al's back, and we're doing the whole my future selves and all this again. Which isn't a bad story, but I don't know if I wanted for Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always weird to me every time I read it, where it's like, oh yeah, he's chummy with Kang. It's like, really?
Yeah.
It's like, shouldn't Kang
but
be like...
we're kind of like that. Like, after that, like I said, King of Black was like one of the best things that they ever did, and especially the best thing they ever did for Venom. So, like, he's kind of following up on this, and I just have to kind of see where it goes.
Yeah.
He's trying to evolve the character, because, like, I do feel like Venom did need to, like, mature a bit. Especially after that Sony, now that Sony has a hold of him and has movies, he's like, it's like borderline cringe. And so I think Al wants to take a step back from that and like really give us something to sink our teeth into. And that's why he's kind of going the psychological thriller route. Which is what he does best. And body horror and existential crisis, which is why he was just so fantastic on Hulk, because that's what it's all about for Hulk. And it's like and I feel like he's made that bridge and that jump, and he's focusing on that part of Venom, and I like it. But like, we took all these detours, so now I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, because we even brought in a different writer to do that Black Widow stuff, and
yeah, it was just like, what's going on here? Did he need a break? Or I never really looked into it, but I'm just like, okay, Al's back now. What does that mean?
I don't know. Is this evolving Eddie too far, or?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, like, you have to do that fine balance between, like, okay, we gave him a kid, so we have to show that kind of maturity, but like at the same time, he's still a big dumb meathead, and that's what's the lovable thing about him, and that whole odd couple relationship with the symbiote. I feel like he should lean into, but like, it's not really conducive to the writing that Al does usually.
And it's like the nature of like ongoing comics, where it's like, eventually the next writer might like, bring that down or, reverse stuff. And I'm just like, because it always happens with the Hulk, you get a version you like, and then the next person comes in and does something completely different.
Yeah.
Can we ever get back to the just like classic meathead, or are we past that?
I think we're so far past that, unfortunately, and less than, like I said, because the Sony movies, it did decently, but like not blow them out of the water, you know.
Mhm.
So it's like, okay, that portrayal's okay. It resonates with some people, but it's not. I think they're just still really trying to find something for Venom in the 2020s. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's hard though. Like classic Venom is tough to beat. It
Oh, I
really
know.
is.
Because it was just like this force in nature, and
And then they try, they made him an anti-hero, and now he, it's that Harley Quinn problem. It's like so good as a, as an anti-hero, a literal villain, and then so popular. It's like villains should be able to be popular, and we shouldn't have to water it down. Like I never really understood that. Like
yeah,
we don't have to go by the comic book authority, anymore. Like we can do what we want here.
and it's always hard rooting for the anti-hero.
She knows all about that, don't she?
Oh,
if you know, you know. And don't come at me, Swifties. I'm just saying.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my. You
know how it is when something gets so popular, people will hate it just to hate it.
Yes, you look
contrarians. I'm not, listen, like I tell you, you guys are just slow. You guys need to catch up. When I tell you I don't like somebody, it's not for no reason. And then it's like 2 years later, I'm like, well, yeah, I like, I'm just saying. I'll just use The Rock as an example. Everybody's like, oh, you don't like The Rock anymore? I'm like, nope, you'll find out. You'll figure it out.
Well, a lot of us don't do the Reddit black web deep dives that you do. So
gotta know who you're giving your money to. That's all I'm saying.
Who, Black Adam?
Just a lot of people, actually. And this is crazy, like, because I just, like, 2024 is going to be a hell of a year. It's going to be a hell of a year. The money ain't money, and in Hollywood, people are going to start squealing. It's going to be glorious. I cannot wait.
Oh, my. What are you saying that people are going to slow down going to the movies? Well, there's probably like
that's already happened, and the whole deal, like apparently none of the actors are actually happy. Like the A-listers aren't happy with the deal, but like it was mostly because it's not the A-listers are literally the 1%. It's the crew, it's the extras, it's the the small time actors that it benefited the most. And like I said, these movies ain't making money how it used to be. So,
well, I saw an article or something. They said, "Oh, Aquaman 2 was like the biggest DC movie of last year," and I'm just like, "That's
not hard to do." But the first one made $1 billion, over $1 billion. Like, sad. This is what I mean. Like, the money ain't money, and NDAs are expiring. I'm just saying, it's gonna be a hell of a year this year, and I cannot wait. It's gonna be so good.
And again, you have to put the effort in. They always try to cheap out anymore. It's just like, no, you can't.
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing that has hurt the movie industry is CGI being so readily available. It's not as expensive as it used to be, and that's why you get all these really terrible movies. These terrible low-budget sci-fi movies and stuff. It's because CGI is so easy and cheap now. Hell, the AI can do it for you at this point. You can do it in the cloud. You don't even need a good computer or anything.
These movies are ruining Hollywood.
I mean, there's literally 30,000 scripts a year, a little bit more than that. So,
I know.
And how did Marvel get Planet of the Apes? Was that because it was a Fox property before. That's why. It was actually a really good book, but it's written by Mark Guggenheim, so I'm conflicted. But it was good, just as a side note.
And I still need to pick up that Wolverine and Predator book because I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to get it, but it looks like they're spinning out a Predator book or something out of it. That maybe.
Oh, okay.
I thought I saw another new Predators. They were advertising a new Predator book. I mean, it's good for our friends over at Predator and P-Ray.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Go ahead, throw it in.
That's what it feels like.
Hey-o!
But yeah, it was actually a pretty small week for me on the Marvel side.
Oh yeah. This is one of my smallest weeks in a while. Yeah.
Oh really? Because I know that like Captain America was out, and I saw Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I did get Captain America, but that's what I'm saying. It for some reason Maybe because there weren't so many like Batman books or Spider-Man books out or something. I don't know, but
Yeah, I got Fantastic Four and Amazing and Beware the Planet Apes. That's pretty much the only thing I got this week from Marvel. So
yeah, I got that Fantastic Four.
it's finally getting back up to par. It was kind of slumping for a bit there. So
Yeah. Well, it's just like, well, let's get to the whole point of this thing that we've been doing since issue 1.
Again, like read the room. This is one of those people that don't know how to read the room.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like, yeah, that's not really what I read Fantastic Four for, but cool, bud. Thanks.
Well, I know that when it originally
Thanks for a
started.
7-issue detour. Thanks.
Well, I know when they started, they originally said there was going to be like some like Twilight Zone issues and stuff, and kind of trying to swing into that. Oh, you know why it might have been a small week, Lilith. There's 5 Wednesdays this month, so it might be spread out over an extra week. So
Yeah. We had a lot of 5 week months here.
so which is good because sometimes it's just like, so I feel like some stuff gets lost in the shuffle when there's just like a
avalanche. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, I've really pulled back and I'm only really reading books I care about. So I'm not really reading the main books for Batman, Superman. So
Batman, my favorite character.
2024, the same as 2023.
not really. I was still like actually picking the books up and stuff, but like now
I
I'm just
meant
like,
I meant for Ray.
oh, it's never gonna change.
No, well, no. You think it cycles every, I don't know, 5 to 10 years? We kind of get a change.
Well, we're due for one, aren't we?
You would think. I mean,
something's got to give. The industry's not doing that great, honestly.
no. I mean, again, maybe again stuff like Ultimate Spider-Man will show to them. You can't let Peter Parker
well,
go.
I mean, publishing is just such a.
Well, yeah.
It's a bad industry right now, just as a whole. But like digital, but they're stuck in this thing because digital comic books never really took off, especially when Amazon totally screwed the Comixology actual app, which was one of the best ways to read digital comics and keep your library and stuff. The new way is it's absolutely atrocious. I hate it so much.
Again, how much would it take to put like in some kind of ad at the end of those Marvel DC movies? It's like, oh, go get our app or something, and go to your comic shop.
Well, they'll never say go to your comic book shop, but
yeah, because I know digital comics never took off, but I mean,
again, they should really make a push for it. I mean, that's the only way it's gonna survive. To be perfectly honest,
I'm sure reading is down in general, but do actual books do better digitally than comics, or?
Well, yeah, of course. You have you have your Kindle Unlimiteds, and and just even there. I mean, there's still a very good market for actual published hardcover or paperback books too. Well, but it's mostly a different demographic. It's a female demographic.
Well, yeah.
So comics never really got around to actually doing it, like really making most of their female characters, viable for the most part. Like, why is Jean Grey not the face of X-Men?
Who knows what we'll get by this summer?
I'm just saying, like, it took this long for Mary Jane to even just get kind of a joke and jackpot,
Yeah. Well, again, I think especially with Krakoa,
Black Cat, it took that long for Black Cat to have her own. Like, come on.
Yeah. Well, I think
but Silk gets like three volumes. Are you kidding? It's fine. I'm gonna let go.
Well, who's keeping, all those fanboys are keeping Silk alive.
It was just a really nice package.
Bro, I look at the covers and I'm just like, to each their own. Couldn't be me.
I've been out since they introduced Silk. I'm just like, oh, she got bit by
the most tangentially related spider person I've ever seen in my life, bro.
It's like, oh, I was bitten by the same spider Peter Parker was, and it's like, oh no, our pheromones make us all hot and horny for each other, so we gotta stay away from each other. That's why I'm not in the book, but sometimes it'll be in the book, and it's just like, yeah, wasn't that a Slot creation?
Of course,
you're on my list, Slot.
No, that's crazy. Like the it's so weird because like when you start like going through people's like catalogs, you're like, oh, I love this. Oh, that's why I stopped reading you.
Oh yeah, I think Slot more than anyone else is more so hit or miss for me. So.
It is literally the throw of a dice, the toss of a coin with him. I was hoping Spider Boy would end up on the good side, but nope. Stupid me. Stupid me.
Is he just the poster boy for let me throw everything at the wall and see what sticks?
Yeah, I think so. I still like his book better than the main book though. So
Well,
that still says
that's what
something.
I said. That's how bad it is. Where I'm like, yeah, if it's a choice between Slot and Wells, yeah, I'll go with Slot, and that's saying something.
Saying a lot. But yeah, on that note, you want to give the kids their homework?
Oh yeah.
As we continue Defenduary.
Yeah. So look, we'll look. Lilith is jonesing for more Defenduary kids.
I mean, I like the Marvel team ups. It's fun.
And again, kids, if you want more Defenders, make sure you check out Marvel Tales. The first episode of January, me and Justin had special guest Mr. Noel Tate.
Ooh.
Because it was
Socialist Rant.
It was a Steve Gerber.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So Socialist Rant.
I'm trying to remember if we got a big Socialist Rant. No, we were all laughing about the random elf with a gun in the issue.
Oh.
Because like Gerber threw that in a couple issues, and then like he was off the book, so like no one knew what the hell was up with that elf with a gun. So I think DeMatteis or somebody tried to wrap that up later, but it was just like nobody knew what the hell of it. Why there was an elf with a gun? Just
you know what it was?
What?
Smoked a doobie.
Probably.
I remember doing that, bruh.
I mean, coming from the original writer of Howard the Duck.
Exactly. Which shout out to them for their anniversary. I got the anniversary issue I got a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah. Come on,
they had some great variant covers too. So,
all right, kids. So yes, 2 more episodes here on Ultimate Spider Cast for Defenduary. Next time we'll cover Marvel Team Up 90 and 124 featuring the Beast,
the Dark Beast. Sorry, kids. It's a joke.
Yes,
it's a bad joke.
And then the week after, we'll cover Spectacular Spider-Man 17 and 18, featuring the Angel and Iceman. So yes, kids, I'm gonna throw some original X-Men at.
But they're not gonna kiss, so.
Oh damn! Well, maybe Iceman wants to. And then of course, yes, we wrap up the month with the Bad Babysitters Club as we cover Scarlet Spider 13 through 15. Should I let Lilith know what's coming in February? I don't know.
No, you should. Just tell me.
Well, I picked some storylines with certain characters from a certain movie coming in February. So,
we're doing some Madam Web stuff, or
well, a Madam Web episode, which is only 1 issue. A Julia Carpenter episode from some West Coast Avengers. No.
I like West Coast Avengers.
Yes.
That's fine.
And the first appearance of Ezekiel.
Oh, okay. That's where you lose me.
From Straczynski's first arc, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's only 1 episode, though.
I know. I'm not drinking, so how dare you, sir? How dare you do this to me when I'm not drinking, Phil? How dare you?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Honestly, I think that my liver is still recovering from last summer.
There's your hot button take for the year, kids. Look, Capes and Lunatics this year. She's doing it sober.
Woof.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
I might have to change my cheat day for that one.
Oh my.
I don't think so.
All right, so yes, kids, send us all your thoughts on all the upcoming stuff. Email us capesandlunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And for God's sake, send us feedback. You'll get a prize. I don't know how much easier I can make it for you, lazy people. All right, so
that's it. Berate our listeners and viewers. That's it, Phil. Give them the old Lilith Hellfire treatment.
Yeah. Give you a virtual smack, kids. All right, so find all things Capes and Lunatics episodes, social media, merchandise. Again, for God's sake, get a t-shirt, get a cup, get a phone case. And again, or just drop random money on us through the Cash App link, or join the Patreon. Lilith, I think just within the last day or two, we got a new subscriber.
All right, I won't bully him too much like the last one.
Like, unless it's someone hiding behind an alias. Like, I don't think it's even someone we know. So, who knows if they've sampled our work before? But it's just like,
shout out to the new patron.
Yes, thank you for joining the ranks of the Patreon elite, like Ray, Russell, Justin, and Moz. And again, it looks like it might be another guy, maybe. So we need some women here. Damn it!
I need some yams.
So yes, so find everything at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics podcast network. That's tubespace.io/
I need somebody to make Phil cover Sailor Moon.
Oh my! Hey, if you can find someone to do it with you, you go ahead. I'll throw
No,
it.
it's a joke. You have to do it, Phil.
No. Oh, you know what? It's so. Oh my God! If Charlie was still here, he probably would have did it with you.
Yeah.
But yes, Kitsu, yes, Lilith's doing this all sober now. So yes, as I promised that I delivered. Lilith Hellfire 2024 is going to be
more vicious and brutal than ever.
I might drink for the February. I think I can get my cheat day for February since we're going to be covering some spicy award ceremonies.
Oh yeah, February, yeah.
So I might have to rearrange my cheat days.
Stripper pole down at Divas.
Oh my Lord. My two kids. Oh man, I missed my shot when the Hulk got electrocuted.
Don't shock the monkey.
Oh.
All right, Lilith Hellfire. Can people find you anywhere?
Nope. You can find me out touching grass, listening to podcasts. I suggest you do the same.
You can't find her anywhere except on that wanted poster in the post office, kids. But again, if you need to get, I'm the agent now. If you need to get a hold of Lilith Hellfire, email.
Nobody needs to get a hold of me. I give you all my best dick jokes, okay? Like, that's it. That's all you need.
Yeah, well, what if like Taco Bell or somebody wants to pay us for your dick jokes? Come on.
Well, that's fine. You can negotiate without me. I trust you, Phil.
Oh, really? Yeah, send me the money and send her all the free food. Yeah, okay.
I mean, honestly.
Oh my. There you go, Taco Bell. There's your deal. All right. Thank you for joining us. Next week, we'll get to the Beast. Not Lilith, the X-Man.
Hank McCoy.
That's right. Oh man, in October, Justin and I are going to do that original story where he drove Blue Bird.
Oh.
All right, kids. But until then, swing on back.
Thwip it good.
Watch that gas.